Okay, thank you everyone for joining in tonight. Um, my name is Ridwan, together with me, Noel, Craig, and I can see some new people joining to our session today. Thank you. Hopefully you will learn something. We try to make it easy and simple. So what our focus today is on Copilot, right? We will try to share a little bit of free Copilot feature, what you can actually do, how it can actually benefit you. I believe AI has been one of the things that always people talk about since 2023 until now. But every big company has released their own. Copilot is one of the best in my opinion. Still, you can do a lot of things. So, towards the end, I will try to show some of the demo on the pay versions, right? It means the enterprise versions of Copilot. I try to make it as informal as possible. You can ask any question. You can just type in the chat. I will try to address. If I cannot get the answer at that moment, I will reach out to you and we can share some of the articles that can help you. So let's start. So the first thing, when I want to start about Copilot, I just want to introduce some of the Copilot products. Right? Let me just bring out the slides. Let me just see if you guys can actually see this. Where's my Teams? Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Copilot ecosystem. Right? So this picture is not new. It's been released, I think, last year. Last year. So when they release it, they have a different name to it, and finally they decided it's a Copilot. So if you want to understand where is the touch point, right, of Copilot, let me just bring my pointer. Right? Let me just pointer. So you can see in the middle here, Copilot. So what is Copilot, right? Microsoft Copilot is a AI companion, right, developed by Microsoft. Right, it still uses the ChatGPT model, right, behind engine, but it's all running in the cloud. That means the Microsoft Azure, we call it Azure Cloud. So with that capability and partnership with ChatGPT, right, OpenAI, the company that built the ChatGPT, Microsoft able to leverage those expertise, right, and bring them into their product. So you probably have heard of Copilot in your phone, right? I will show demo later on. You can see, right, how it works. And we also have a Copilot in your computer. If you have a laptop, Windows PC, right, or laptop, you can see there's a Copilot icon. But not only that, it also integrates into Notepad, Paint, photo and snipping tool and other things. Clipchamp is a great video editing tool. I'm using most of my work related to video editing. I don't go and download some software online which got so many advertisements. Right? So these are some of the tools that have the AI capability, which is powered by Copilot. And also you have the free one. You can see here, browser and search. So you can have the Copilot inside your Edge browser, the sidebar. You also have in your Bing, right? So they rename it. For example, previously it was Bing Enterprise. And you also have image creator. I will show you later on how you can actually do that. Hopefully we got enough time. And to your surprise, right? the first AI features that Microsoft introduced is actually in the GitHub. So what is GitHub? GitHub is actually for the developer, right? For the IT developer that develops the applications, right? So actually it started at GitHub. So Microsoft acquired GitHub. So they introduced the first AI features, right, in the ecosystem to GitHub first. Then only it actually enables to other parts of Microsoft products, right? So probably they try to learn because I believe IT people have prone to errors and how to fix things, and then they try to learn from that. And you must be wondering, only this? No, there's more, right? There's more. They have versions that you have to pay additional amount that actually brings the AI into your workplace, right? So why you need to pay, right? If you ask me why you need to pay, because it's available free, right? So the one major question is your governance, which relate to your data security, right? So and you don't want to have your informations training the AI. All right, there are published articles and Microsoft responsible AI framework that actually say that they don't use it to train their model. Right? So you have the full visibility of how you want to control data coming in and out if you are using enterprise version, right? So that is common. That is very common. Uh, if you want to go a little bit further, right? Let's say you have your apps. Let's say you have your apps that you develop on your own, right? Let's say a visitor system, right? So it's a common, let's say your house is a gated and guarded community. You want to have your own mobile apps, but you need to have some AI feature. Yes, Microsoft does cover that as well. Here you can see data and AI. So they have like a API, we call it, that you can actually integrate with your applications, right? So and also business applications, more towards Microsoft product too. If for example you have CRM, Dynamic 365 actually covers a lot, but it has grown since the early days of Dynamic 365. They have make it more focused, so they have module based on sales, based on customer service, right? It's a common module, but each of the module has the AI capability, right? So these are quite big in terms of focus area, right? So anyone can be expert in any of this area, right? But they probably have the foundation knowledge of what are AI and which product that Microsoft has AI capabilities, right? So in the left side, right, just some information, right? So it's an AI plugin, AI assistant. Now you heard of agent, right? Agent, AI agent, right? So probably if I have enough time, I will show what actually AI agent can do. And this all are powered by ChatGPT on their open AI model, right? So let me see if I have anything.
Ridwan,
Yeah, yes.
there's a
Oh,
question. I think Andy put up his hand. Your
oh,
question, Andy.
sorry. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
hi. So okay, I think you were just about to get to the next slide, right? So yeah, I actually am subscribing to Office 365 for family, and apparently Microsoft has sent me saying that, oh, now Copilot is available. So just now when you were talking about Copilot Enterprise, not exactly sure whether does it cover me? I mean, does it mean that I am automatically subscribed to Copilot Enterprise, or is it a Copilot paid version that I'm having, or is it the Copilot free version that I'm having?
Okay. A good question. Let me just share this link to you. Actually, what I mentioned just now, right? So when you have the Copilot Enterprise version, the differences is you have the capability to control your data. You can actually have the audit trail of everything, even the prompt that you key in. But for your case, right, the one that you mentioned, you don't have that capability. But in terms of AI features, you have all. Just that within the personal usage of it. So, for example, Copilot in Enterprise, right? We can actually ask, please summarize meetings that my colleague for the past, for the next week. For example, I just prompt that, right? And then it will actually do that. But in Copilot family, you cannot do that, right? So that is one thing. So there are also some limitations, right? Depends on the apps that you actually subscribe. So not all you have the Copilot features in your personal and family subscription, right? It it was actually you have to pay previously. They call it Copilot Pro, but recently they just made it free. But you have a certain token limit, right? You for your plan. So let me just share this link for you, right?
Okay.
Have you had a chance to try it, Andy?
Yeah, I actually am you as you know, I've been a Hotmail user since like almost 20 plus years ago.
Mm.
And the latest one is a very interesting. They actually have I mean I can actually in Copilot there I can, let's say for example there's a thread that I'm a thread of emails that been going back and forth between me and somebody.
Yeah,
I can actually ask Copilot, say, hey, tell me, summarize what are the things that we have discussed, or what is the point, or what is the thing that
wonderful.
I need to respond. Then it will actually tell me what are the things that is been discussed in a summary version. This guy said that you don't like this guy, or that guy doesn't like this guy, something like that.
Okay,
It's quite awesome, actually.
That's
wonderful.
yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Yeah. So I mean, like for example, like there were, for example, somebody solicit some things from you, then you can, there's the way that you can reply is the normal way is like, oh, I'm not interested, or you can ask Copilot, say, oh, please write to decline. Please write a nice reply to decline the request, and then it will write
Mm.
for you a very nice flowery email. Yeah, so it's actually quite nice. I like it.
Good. That's good. You want to show us a demo or not, Andy?
Yes, please,
No,
if you
not
have.
not with my email. I have, like I said, I have over 20 years of emails there. So
Understand.
yeah,
Understand.
yeah, but it's you can actually try it out. The feature is actually quite interesting. If you have a thread of emails that has been going on back and forth,
Yeah.
you can actually on there's a Copilot little logo on the top there. By the way, I'm only using the web version. I don't download. So everything on every app that I have is on cloud.
Okay.
So I'm not using the downloaded version, even though I'm using the family version. I am entitled to have 5 copies of the apps. But
Yes.
Yes, true.
yeah. So I actually using the website, the web one. I actually I like the web one better. So with the web, I just there's a small little Copilot icon on the top of the email. Then you just click there and then say, oh, okay, summarize for me, and then they can summarize. Okay, this is the Copilot. Yeah, this is exactly what I got the email. It's
Yeah.
an email that was sent to say, hey, now you have Copilot. So I saw the icon suddenly appear on my apps, and then that's why I just wondering whether this is a Copilot Enterprise as what you mentioned. How do I know whether it's enterprise or not enterprise?
Um, how do you know? I based on your Office 365 version.
Mm.
So if you are using the enterprise version like E3, E5, there's a certain code product.
Oh,
So that will be under the enterprise. So for you, no, if you are using the family one,
yeah, yeah.
then it's not. No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, as they introduce it, actually they quietly introduce as free for you. So some
Yeah,
people actually don't really aware. And yeah, it's good actually. So that you pay, you actually got the AI feature together.
yeah. I've yet to use it for my PowerPoint or other things so far. I've only been using it for my mail, my Outlook. That's yeah, something to try as well.
Yep,
You
that's
must
good.
try
That's
this
good.
one. You must try
Yeah,
this one.
designer. Yes.
A designer.
Yes.
Okay.
The poster that I actually share in the WhatsApp group actually use designer. It's easy. I don't use PowerPoint anymore.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still very old school. I still do a lot of Control S and Control X and Control C.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Continue,
Please
please.
continue, Bridan. Yeah.
Okay, let me see where I was. I just now. Okay, let me just share my screen and see. I lost my Copilot. Give me a moment. Just share my screen. Right, right. So, just want to have what run through on what's the differences between the free one and also the versions, enterprise version, right? So, for example, now what you can do actually, you just go to copilot.microsoft.com. Let me see if I on my Zoom. Just on my Zoom. So you can just go here, right? Copilot.microsoft.com. And actually now you don't have to log in, right? Previously, when you want to use, you must log in, but now you can actually start the Copilot straight away without need to log in. So actually, they have here, right? You can use a quick response or even to use a think deeper, right? So they will give more detailed response based on this. But I believe one of the main reason they have this is most of the question probably not require a lot of CPU time, means the computer time to think. So they try to divide this so they can actually respond for it much faster for you, right? So let's say if I just go this, right, and maybe get advice on next holiday destination in Asia, right? So let's just see. Right? So it quickly gives you some response. So let's compare the same prompt and let's try think deeper. Okay? So just go this and then this one. See, there's an icon over here, right?
Hmm.
You see the speed and yeah. So you can see the response a bit longer, right? Much more, they put a lot of effort, much more detail, right? So why Langkawi and extra tips. So compared to the previous one, you see this really simplify, right? For example, Kuala Lumpur, Langkawi, and if you go for think deeper, you actually give some. I I will say a more humanized kind of response, right? So, for example, he gives you telling you that maybe you think about spicy laksa or char kway teow, right? So it doesn't mention there in previous response, right? So you can see, right, when you go think deeper, it will actually give you this diagram and how you can actually want to make your decision, right? So if you want to go to the beach, if you're thinking about, right, so these are the destination. If you more towards culture and urban, right? Right. And then if you're adventure, then this is the place. Right. So I didn't even do that. It was actually automatically created for me. So right. So here are some few more consideration, right? So the response is quite long compared to the normal one. So you don't have to log in directly. You can use even the voice here over here. You say mic, you just speak to it, and it will actually do that. So here you can see there's Discovery Daily News. This is nice, right? For example, you want to know about anything daily that's happening, right? If you click over here, it will actually play you a short, I can say podcast, but it's really short. What is currently happening? The recent news every day will change, right? And also, if you want to have some guidance, right? So there's a Copilot lab, right? So here they got many versions of how you can actually use the Copilot, how Copilot can help you, right? So in Vision, so let's say I just click here. So you can see here how you can actually try Copilot Vision in Edge, right? Right, but you need the goggle like a like a like this, right? You need to wear this, but this only available. You need to use iOS or Android. So other you can actually try. For example, let me just go back. You can. Oh, sorry, I think I lost my internet just now. Sorry. Okay,
Hey,
so this is
yeah,
Copilot.
you're not using your phone, are
Right?
you?
So you can actually, for example, create a. No, no, I'm not. Just tonight, I'm not sure why the internet is a big problem. Can you hear me, right?
Yep, yep, we can hear you.
Okay. So for example, right? Okay. Let's assume that okay, you created a topic that is really long, and you want to share to everyone, right? So probably they don't have time to actually read. So you can actually ask the Copilot to create a podcast. For example, here it shows how you can actually create the podcast. For example, create a podcast includes fun fact about dinosaur. So let we can try. Right, let's try this one. So let's try. So let's go back. Go back. Just create a podcast about vacation places in Malaysia, right? Okay, let's see if we can actually do that. So I think it's still creating. Mm. Uh,
Yeah, I just realized also that Copilot doesn't allow you to create slides. I don't know. I'm trying the Copilot to say create a slide with some of the information, and it's not able to do that. However, in
oh, is
ChatGPT,
it?
it's able to
Okay.
do that. Yeah, I just tried it. It says, I cannot directly create a PowerPoint presentation for you.
That's something.
Yeah.
It's true, Andy. They want you to use Copilot in PowerPoint to do it.
Maybe. But then, it defeats the purpose, right? You should be able to do it from Copilot itself.
What was the prompt that you used?
Okay, so I was actually researching on a place called Pocheon Herb Island. I saw a picture of it. It was very interesting. So it's over in Korea. So then I said, okay, so what are the attractions in Pocheon Herb Island? Then it tells me, oh, Pocheon Herb Island, you got this, that, and quite a lot of stuff. Then I said, okay, create a PowerPoint presentation of places for places of interest in Pocheon Herb Island. Then it just tells me, oh, I cannot.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I try to do the same prompt in ChatGPT, it would be able to create for me at least 6 or 7 slides, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, it's only text. It doesn't come with the pictures and all that stuff. So if you want to have pictures, you have to slowly create. Do a few more prompts by yourself, and then you can add those pictures onto the slides by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was designed that way, Andy.
I don't know, because I think there was actually another example that I tried, where basically you can ask ChatGPT to create a Visual Basic code for all the slides, and then what happens is that you can just go into PowerPoint and then paste it into the macro of Visual Basic prompt, Visual Basic editor, and then you can run that macro, and it will create all the slides for you, including the photos, including the pictures. So yeah, that's something that I also tried on ChatGPT. Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Thank you for sharing. So I just want to show some of the things that you can actually do from phone, right? So that one, the one that I've just shown, the free one, copilot.microsoft.com. So what you can actually do from your phone, right? Let me just share my screen. Oh, share, okay. Share screen. Yep.
Are you sharing it? Oh.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. So I have here Copilot, right? Right. So you can actually go into the App Store or Play Store, just download the Copilot and install. So for iOS, it supports from version iOS 16. So for the Android, I think it's version 10, all right, still supported as well. So for example, once you open same, you don't need to log in to use it. So if you log in, right, you have the features like all the conversation are actually saved. You can actually view back any of them, right? So you can even have some settings. For example, here, let's say you want to change the voice settings, right? Because we can able to communicate through voice, right? You can even change the permissions, right? For example, does not give any permissions like notifications or location access of your apps, right? And then other than that, that's nothing much. But for any conversation, right, you have the capability to actually use the quick response and think deeper. So this is free, right? So for example, please generate images of okay. Let me see. Actually, okay. So why it cannot generate? Because it uses a different version now. Okay. Please you generate.
Maybe you don't have enough tokens, is it?
Okay. Oh, so now it's generating the image, right? So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So you see, right? What is the differences between the first prompt and the second prompt, right? So the first prompt is almost similar, but when you put some description, right, descriptive into your prompt, it able to generate. So when first a Copilot release, they don't have this, but after a while they want to improve the user experience, right? So what they did is you need to be really specific. For example, like recently, you can see there's a trend, people generating the images, right? I think what they call, forgot the name. So sorry, so you can actually generate any of the images, just that the prompt has to be really clear what you want to generate, right? So you can see here it generated the images. You can see similar um, options available for you. The interface is much more clean now compared to the earlier version, right? So you can actually talk, even go to the think deeper, right? And also to generate any of the content, right? So I want to show you another one, which is the designer. Right? So the designer, the free version, actually you got token over here. You can see at the top left right side, just behind the telco bar over there, right? Signal bar. Okay, you can see I got 15 token. Each prompt generated one image will use one of the token. So the good thing about designer, you can create with AI, you can edit with AI, you can even design anything from scratch, right? You can see, you see that from your, even from your mobile phone, right? I'm not using a flagship phone. I just use a normal phone, right? Right. So you can actually create the images. So designer already have a template for you. You can create for Instagram story, right? Facebook story, portrait, even for your poster, for your invitations, right? You can actually do that. You can actually edit any of the images, right? Remove the background, right? So let's try. I need to take photo. Okay, let me try the one that I have. So you can actually generate with AI, for example, stickers. So it gives you ideas over here, right? So you can even actually have some descriptions, right? So it gives you some example, right? How detailed it should be. And when you generate, you can see down there, just below the generate button, probably not really clear. It will use one token, right? One AI credit. Now they call it AI credit. So did I create? I think I created few, probably not in this account. Okay. So they got many example. So let's see if I have any project, my project. Yep, that's my project. So all this project I generated, even this data center design image, right? You can see this data center image. Probably a bit small, but I believe you can see here, this is the KLCC. Let me just open it if I can open.
Oh, very nice.
Yep. So let it load. Yeah, take some time. Yeah, my internet is not really good. Yeah. Yeah, that is, you can see. So if you guys, if I can share, right, it's really HD, right, high quality image. So what I can do, I can actually adjust the background, remove the background, right. All these are using AI, right. Auto enhance, I can do selective edit. I want to remove certain part of it, right. You can see the options. If I just click selective edit, right, I have cut out, focus. So imagine this free tool can actually do some basic image editing for you, right. You don't have to be expert, right. So you can just use this tool that available for you. So I generated using designer this image, right? I think few months ago, right? Yeah, I think so. If I check here, yeah, about 7 months ago. Yeah, that's a lot. So even our posters, right? This poster, yep. Actually, I use the designer. It's much more easier in the desktop version, right? It gives you some suggestion, all this icon, the car, even any of the shape, color, right? I can just drag and drop easier, right? So I can even edit the text styling. I can even edit from mobile. For example, here I want to edit, right? I can just click any of it. You can see, right? There's a selection being made. I can just edit the styling of this text. Let's say I want to do this. You see now it's changed, right? You can see now. Yep. So yep. This is what I can actually do. So let me just revert back to the original. So yep, this is the power of Copilot in mobile apps, right? So any of the mobile phone, normal mobile phone, don't have to be flagship phone. You can actually do this, edit everything in your phone and send out, right, all the information. Right? So this is a designer, and just now, what you have just seen is the Copilot, right? So if you can see, there's an icon over here, M365 Copilot. So this M365 Copilot is actually the enterprise versions of Copilot, right? So previously, if you want to download, right, you will see the name is Microsoft 365, but you cannot find it anymore. So Microsoft actually rename it. So why they rename it is because inside one app, you're able to actually create. You can see if I click the create button, I have the features of creating Word, PowerPoint, and PDF. But I also have, you can see here, apps. I have all other Microsoft apps available for me. But the most important part in the left side, just the bottom left side, right? You can see I have the Copilot, right? So you can see these are the features that are available directly from the mobile, even the enterprise versions. Right? So you have the menu over here. I think I didn't log properly. Did I log in properly? Yes, I think so. Yep. So maybe I can do this my meeting today. I don't think I have the license for my Copilot. Let's see if it works. Because Copilot Enterprise need license. We only have one. Right? No, I don't think I have the license. So the similar experience, if you have the license, right, it will actually list down all the informations. You can even generate text for your email. Even ask the Copilot to respond to any of your, for example, like OneDrive files being shared to you. You can actually ask the Copilot to go through the file and respond what is the content of the file. So This is, I just want to show you what is the experience when you use Copilot in your phone. So let's move on. I want to show you the, let me just stop this share. How do I stop my share? I think let me share my screen. No, probably to stop that share.
We're done.
Yes,
Can I share one short?
yes, please. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna show you how I use Copilot in ChatGPT in WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's really good.
I've been using this a lot for a number of things. I thought this would be really good. Okay, this is very relevant to some of us who probably spend increasingly more time on the phone than on the computer. Okay, right. So you can see my WhatsApp web edition, right? So
Yep.
I actually have a contact called Microsoft Copilot. Okay, so what I did was a while ago, I had someone ask a question, right, or rather posted something about this former Bank of China chairman, right, Liu, sentenced to death. So I captured the screen and I asked Copilot to tell me whether it's fake news, right? So it came back and says it can't tell me. So I turned on the Think Deeper, right? And to do that, all right, I actually followed the instruction, put in the /TD, right? And then it came back, right? You can see that Think Deeper does do a very much better, insightful response, right? And giving you the better answer. Because this is done from WhatsApp. This is not done from the browser, right? If you do it
Yep.
from
Yep.
the Think Deeper, is already there as an icon. But because this is done from within WhatsApp itself, it doesn't have that icon yet, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you need to put in a /TD like this, right? Is
Oh, okay.
/TD. So it will then do the Think Deeper from within WhatsApp. So it came back with a very good response. Okay. Then I even asked it to do a cross check for me, right? Because I wasn't satisfied with the answer. All right. So I wanted a cross check. So it gave me more. And then, of course, not so long ago, I got this. Right. So this message, I asked it whether it's a scam. Okay. So is this scam? So it says it came back with all these red flags: unsolicited offer, request for reply, lack of details, stay safe, avoid responding, right, and so forth. Of course, not so long ago, I also got an article that talks about the pencil box lawyer. I'm not sure how many of you remember this case, all right, a long time ago, but there's a nice video. So I posted this in here, right? It says that it can't open or analyze YouTube links directly. However, if you share what the video is about or have any specific questions, I'll be happy to reply. So Think Deeper is available. So I put in here, analyze it with the Think Deeper. Okay, it came back with this. Then I say analyze this. Then I put in a description. The pencil box lawyer, Ahmad Zaharil Muhaya, who championed justice and unity in Malaysia. So I came back with a very good write-up. Okay. And this is something I just did, something from one of my slides. All right. So what I wanted to do was actually to ask Copilot, what are all these icons? Okay, just imagine you got a picture from someone, but you don't know what are all the icons, right? So I said, tell me what are the icons in this picture. So it says, file receive, reasoning may take a few minutes. Here's what I found in the image: Windows Server OS icon, Linux Penguin icon, Windows Admin Center icon, Intel Xeon Platinum processor icon, and so on and so on.
Oh,
Okay,
that's nice.
so just a
Yep.
few things you can do with using Copilot from within WhatsApp itself as a contact. Okay, if you want the number to create a contact, all right, I'm going to put it into the chat window. You can then create a contact within your contact, and then it will show up in WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I actually have the one that says ChatGPT.
Yeah, I've got both. I've
Yeah.
got both. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Yep, that's true. I think Microsoft released it first, then only ChatGPT. I forgot the sequence, but yeah, it's actually really convenient. That's true. So now, before 9:30, I just want to demo some of the feature in Copilot Enterprise version, right? So I have the Copilot Enterprise version over here. So let me let me just remind this. Okay, we have our own Copilot account. You can see in the top left, the left down the over here. So we have our own account with the Copilot license. So once you log in, right, the web version, uh, like Andy said, so it will actually for enterprise it will look like this, right? So you have a welcome page. You can actually install all the apps. But in the left side, just zoom in. The left side, you have the Copilot icon, right? So you can actually go here and you have your Copilot menu, right? You have work and also web. So what does this mean is work is actually within your work tenant information, right? So anything that you save in your uh, Microsoft in your work profile is actually being indexed, and any response communication between the co-pilot, it will refer to your work environment. But let's say you just want to do some searching information through the internet, you can actually just toggle here, right? I hope you guys can see, just toggle the web over here, and then you can actually get all the information, right? Recent information, what is happening in terms of tariff, those things, right? You actually do that. So one thing I also want to show you, you can see this what small little icon over here. So it mentions you that there's an enterprise data protection applies to this chat. If you click the link, it will actually open up a page explaining everything that is related to your governance, where is the policy, where is the data that is being saved, any related, GDPR, ISO are also being published over here. You can just go through and read. Right. Coming back to the demo, I just want to show the look and feel. So you have the settings over here. There's nothing that you can actually change. You can see at the right side, you can see there's a different types of how I say, probably agents, right? The correct way is agents. So Microsoft pre-created the visual agent. So this visual agent, not only you can create image, but it also can create a video for you, right? The AI generated video, right? Let me try to do that. Hopefully my internet is good enough to actually create this. So another new things that they introduced, right? AI agent, right? So what is AI agent? Is a set of contexts that AI can do to help you complete certain tasks, right? So what does it mean context, right? So let me just, for example, I create an agent, right? So if I click a button, create an agent, you can see Microsoft actually design for you some of the templates that you can actually use. So in an enterprise environment, you can create an agent, for example, IT help desk. That is one. Or you can create an agent, for example, like CV, right? Hiring, right? And then you publish it for HR, right? So actually they will actually focus in certain business processes. For example, here you can see career coach, right? Career coach. So you can actually click here, right? And directly based on this template, there's a co-pilot agent ready for you. You can see over here. So you can actually talk this to this particular agent within this career coach context, right? Personalized career advice and goals and action plan. So that is agent, right? In the first level of agent, right? AI agent. They are even advanced AI agent. If you are really someone good with IT, you can actually configure for it to do actions, right? For example, sending out email, even to do some action, right? Receiving order, sending order, you can actually do that, right? So based on this template, you can actually change, right? You can actually change and edit. For example, I go to configure, right? I can actually set the instruction. The good thing is I can even set a knowledge base. For example, the information, the example that I just give about IT help desk. So where is the knowledge base? You cannot go to the internet, right? Probably you cannot solve any of the problem that we have. So you can actually connect to SharePoint locations, or even you have an Excel sheet or Word or any PowerPoint that you have that have a common problems of help desk, maybe FAQs, right? You can actually browse and add them here, right? So you can actually set, does it able to generate image, and you can even set the start page. For example, here at the right side, you can see what are the start page. You can actually do that. So you can even go in detail and set the actions of if any of the prompt, right? That is advanced, right? You can actually do right now. For example, here career development plan for IT, right? So let's try. See, it's processing. So you see that even the icons are a bit different, right? So it can actually give you some. I want to learn about AI. See, within this particular context, be able to actually answer the question, right? So this is AI agents, right? So we can actually go to Visual Creator. So let's see here. Create an image with a stock media, right? Now, so let me just create an image. Okay. A video on how to engage your team at work during directional change. Right? I want the Copilot enterprise version to actually generate a video. Let me just try generate the video. Yep, it won't take too long. If you have a good internet connection, it won't take too long to actually generate. You can even generate, you can even edit the video after that. So hopefully it generate for me. If it does not generate, it's okay. We can actually move to other demo. Then later we come back. It will actually show the video. And I think it's a good idea. I record this. So let me see if I can generate this one. It will take time to actually generate those video, right? Yeah, okay. So it's actually generating the video. So this video will actually include all the sound and even some animations. So for example, it generated about 1 minute. The video is high quality. I don't believe I have the internet to actually play this. Yeah, okay. Can you hear the sound? Okay,
It's essential. As organizations,
let's go back.
in our increasingly digital world, security is no longer optional. It's essential. As organizations shift online, they face a multitude of threats that can compromise sensitive data and operational integrity.
Statistics reveal a staggering increase in cyber attacks, with a
You can see
300% rise in reported
only
incidents
with
in the past year alone.
simple prompt, I able to generate a video about certain context that I want to.
This
So
alarming
it
trend
will
emphasizes
actually
the need for
create this
organizations to
video using
prioritize
AI
security measures to
and
protect their
even
assets.
put in the voice, right? Explaining
Expert opinions further
the
reinforce
context
this
that
notion.
I'm trying to
Cybersecurity
create
specialists
for, right?
stress that investing in security not only protects
So
data,
it's
but
only
also
using
builds
Copilot.
trust with
You
customers.
don't have
A
to,
breach can lead to
use
significant financial
any
losses and damage to reputation.
video editor or any
In
other thing
conclusion,
to do this,
securing
right?
digital assets is
So
not
even
merely
all
a
the
technical
images
requirement,
are
but a
within the same
strategic
context.
imperative.
It doesn't
Organizations
suddenly
must embrace a
show
proactive
about
approach to fortify their defenses,
vacations
ensuring
or
the safety of their data
misbehaving
and the
or
trust of their clients.
so, right? So this image, this video is about 1 minute, right? So you can even edit. So if I just click open, right, it will actually open the editor tool, right? So Microsoft editor tool, we call it CleanChamp. CleanChamp is also included with AI feature, right? So it enables to actually edit, even like remove sound, uh, even you want to shorten the video, even you want to add some of the video, it will ask, you can ask AI to generate that and just bring into the video. So I think it will take some time to open this page, but never mind, let's move on. So I want to show you what actually this Copilot Enterprise can do other than agents and creating the video. So this Copilot is connected to our all the office documents, right? Even calendar. So for example, I just want to say get calendar info, get when is my next meeting with Noel. Let's say Noel, right? So I just hit enter. So it will actually, let me just close this one. It take a lot of bandwidth. Take long, right? Not really fast. So it will list down all going to the calendar, right? Any that is invited as I'm part of the meeting, right? Okay, you can see, and you can see even where's the invite, right? So you can actually, for example, let's say this weekly meeting, I can just click here, help me prepare for this particular weekly meeting. Just hit enter, right? It will actually show me when is it and the detail who actually set the meeting, where's the meeting link, what will be the idea of topics that we'll be discussing, how you can actually join this meeting, right? So you can even ask more. For example, here, can you provide the agenda of the meeting? Right. So it's actually same, the one that's mentioned. Okay. And you can even actually ask other things right over here. So you can add some item part of the prompt. If I go to add content here, right, this particular area, I can actually add files, even people part of the prompt, right? Even now they recently introduced email. Previously they don't have it, but now they have email, right? But also, right, you can actually upload directly from devices. This is also new, and also attach from the cloud. Right? So this is also new. For example, why they do like this? For example, here they only list a recent file, right? And you just uploaded some file. It does not get indexed and listed here, but you can actually go here to the OneDrive to actually list down all files inside your OneDrive, and you can actually choose them. So you can do most of the prompt based on the files that are available. For example, please list down all files related to related to SCVMMI. So this is one of the system, IT system, right? Software, right? System center. So it will actually list down, right? In detail. So this is the file, who creates the file before, what is inside those files. Even if it is a really big file, for example, this file is almost 1 gig, but it gives you some information inside those files, right? So it will keep going on to actually generate all this information for you. So if you have the enterprise version, so this is probably you can actually do. What does it mean is collaboration. That the one that I want to show you is collaboration. Right? If you're using the family or personal version Copilot, you don't have this feature for you. Right? So if you go to create, okay, let me finish it. I think almost it's already 9:30. So I just want to make it simple. So let's go to form, right? Let's go to form. So Microsoft Form with AI, right? So probably not many people showing this demo. So you have seen the Word using Copilot and PowerPoint using Copilot with Copilot. But Microsoft Form also have the AI capability built in. Right? For example, I want to generate a form, a registration form. I can just use AI to actually generate all the elements inside the form. Right? For example, here you can see my screen. I have the Microsoft form open. So you can see here I have some example prompt. Let's say I design a volunteer sign up form, right? So what things I want to know, right? For example, uh, these people that want to volunteer, what are the skills, their name and contact information. So I just click generate. So you can see now, within few seconds, it's able to generate everything over here. You can even edit. You can even fine tune. For example, please add locations and also time that they are available, right? Okay. So let's see. Understand. Yep. So you can see here, and then time, and then preferred activities, location. So you can toggle between the first version that you generated and also the second version. Let me just make it bigger. I think it's too small. Sorry for that. So this is the first, this is second. You can even ask it to regenerate and then you just keep it. So this is how you can actually generate forms using Copilot. You can even add more using Copilot or manually add the question, right? So you can even go here. You can see here just information saying that how you can improve the form. So you just click and Copilot will actually suggest you some design, right? So you can actually choose any of the design based on the context of your form. Because we are using for volunteer works, right? So you can actually choose any of this. But also you have other style available for you. For example, I just want to choose the Copilot generated design. So actually, yep, it will take some time to load. Yep. So that's all for me. I think sorry for taking some time. I hope I can show a lot of other things. Maybe in the next session, 2 weeks from now, we will do similar demo. We start with free version and also jump into the enterprise version, but in the different demo. I will show you how you can actually see who prompt in what are the prompt that they key in what are the output. That will be interesting demo. I also want to show you how you can create your own Copilot. Right, it's free part of the enterprise plan, and I hope that everyone can make it so that we can learn more. Thank you. I think anything from you, Noel?
Now, there's just a couple of questions in the chat if you have time to have a look at it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was sharing my screen. Is it possible to check whether there's a plagiarism in the video produced? No, this is no. It's a good question though. But I believe Microsoft did release. Let me try to find the link. It actually says that anything that is generated using AI, it's not copyrighted, but you have to follow the exact way of Microsoft use and usage term. Right? For example, they already mentioned you cannot use for this particular ways, right? That for whatever that Microsoft generate, let's say you take them to court, right? Microsoft will actually covers you part of the process. Right? Let me try to find the article. It's a common question people ask, but this is the first question related to video. I believe it's almost the same with the picture. Right? The context is same with the picture. Okay, the next question, can Copilot help to chat with everyone when it's good time for everyone to meet? Yes. Uh, um, this a bit a delay for this release. Um, it's supposed to release last year on October, part of the Outlook, right? So there's an Outlook schedule with Copilot, but it does not get released that time. But now you can almost have 100% similar that what you said, but still not perfect. In probably next session, I will try to demo and show you what uh, does it mean when you want to do a schedule. You just type in inside the Copilot, please create a meeting, and these are the people, and find the slot that available. So you probably can see what differences between the one that they want to release and what is the progress now. So, and then excellent sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes it's too much. I don't feel I can share all. I think that's all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, it's a very good sharing. Yeah, I think just now I also tried the PowerPoint online, the web version. And yes, from the Copilot in PowerPoint itself, you can actually generate the slides. It's also a matter of how you do the prompting. And I think also in terms of checking for plagiarism, I did see an article somewhere before that you can actually ask ChatGPT or ask Copilot to verify the details in the video to see whether it has anything that is related to any other videos in the internet or not. There is a statement that you can actually put in the prompt.
Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Andy.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.